G'day time, my Fuzzlites. Welcome back to Animal Crossing Wild World. It is January 31st, last day of the month, at 7:32 p.m. Playing later because, it's Saturday, so, KK Slider's gonna be in town, we're gonna be able to get his song. We'll probably have a quicker-ish day today, because we play with Eric and Taylor. Origami Owl is busy. Yeah, feeling a lot better than yesterday and the day before. Nothing's really changed, but, you know, sometimes when things happen, my mind just has to, like, work through it, sit with it, think, and whatnot. Yeah, like I said, the stupid thing, I think, is handled, because where it's coming from is stuff that didn't need to occur, which is the very stupid part about it. It basically came down to this person's not doing a job, and it's like, well, I couldn't. The needed equipment were taken, and they didn't ask for any help, so I don't see how they thought that was a good idea to go and, like, I assume very grumpily talk to the manager about it, because the manager came and he was distraught about it because, you know, we just got over another big incident with another person in the crew, so we all kind of figured, it'd be good from now on. So yeah, not gonna dive too much more into it. It's just a stupid, they're not doing this, when it's like, yeah, there's other stuff to do, this is nothing new. Yeah, and they've always been weird about a particular thing with the job. And again, it's from a source, basically a coworker, a friendly coworker. So it shocked me even more that all of a sudden I'm the enemy, when literally there's nothing for it. But who knows? I think it's being settled. I think I haven't been talked to since then, about it. But again, it basically just comes down to just do the job you're already doing. But again, it's like, well, we didn't do X because I was doing Y. That's how the job works. But I feel like, yeah, they just got upset over one thing, and they escalated it. It got them really butthurt or whatever. And then, yeah, the fallout's going to be more on them than me, I feel. Because it did seem like after the event, I assume it's been going on for a while, they're trying to stir up other shit with me. When I'm already, like, and again, like, earlier in the week, some other stuff happened where I'm like, I moved departments or areas of the place, because I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna deal with certain bullshit, and then this happens, and it's an escalated thing, again, from a source where I thought was actually a friendly coworker. Turned out, no, they're only friendly because I did my job. And now that they think I didn't do my job, they're not happy with me. But again, we have certain equipment we use that needs to be used for a thing to be optimal. There are other equipment you can use, but it's dangerous because it's not as powerful as the other equipment. And so, like, logically, I'm not going to hurt myself for the company. I've told this to the manager when that stuff came up. This is what happened. There was equipment that was being used for it. On my list, there was a job to do with that equipment, but they were using it, so I couldn't use it. And so I'm like, I'm not going to hurt myself for the company. Like, I enjoy the company a lot, but I'm not going to do something where I can be badly hurt. And also, if we don't do that, I need to pull a bunch of other people to help me with it. And that takes them away from doing other things. But whatever. I think it's been settled, hopefully. I think even if it hasn't been settled, from how other coworkers, another thing I was worried about is that the one friendly coworker talking to other coworkers to, like, go against me, but that doesn't seem to have happened. One that I was kind of worried about has talked to me more friendly, so I'm like, okay, it hasn't spread into other bullshit. Either they caught on to it, because the other coworker, the friendly coworker that has done this, has, like, done other stuff in the past, not as egregious as this, but there's just things they've done that the one coworker doesn't really like. So, who knows. But either way, I don't want to get more into it. Just kind of explaining. It's like, we'll see how it goes. We have a weekend. It's the weekend. I go back to work on Monday. So we'll see. And you'll see Tuesday morning if I'm back to being very, very sad. Or worse. No camera and no mic. But, like, there's no way I can foresee anything truly terrible going on to me. The company is very lax on actually getting rid of people unless they have very good cause. Obviously, for legal reasons, I'm sure a lot of it is. To a scary degree where people can do a lot of BS. But there's also, you can't really... I've talked about this with the coworker before about some of that stuff, too. And so I'm like, you can't just say, oh, this coworker's doing something bad and they should get out. It's like, no, you have to, like, catch them in the act. There are certain things that they did that you can't really prove. People can go at their own pace, so you can't really be like, well, they're not doing their job. But they might be faking it, so you can't do much. But, like, with me, it's, again, it's like, I know my job. I have in my mind what I do, and I go off it. I know they talked to one of the bigger managers. I think one of the big managers of the store. They tried to talk to them, and they weren't in yesterday, which helped me with my mood. Because I think what happened is they tried to go for the bigger manager to talk about it, and I'm pretty sure the big manager was like, "No, I know what went on." Pink Fuzzy talked to James about it. The two things were out. He didn't have it. I did playfully like, "Oh, you guys have the thing. Get off the machine so I can use it." As like a jest, because usually that's our rapport. We're kind of, friendly, salty to each other. I really hope this is recorded. I'm not going to say this all again. Am I going through? I really hope I'm going through. Otherwise, this is going to be very bad. Alright, I am. So yeah, that's kind of where everything is right now. I don't like I said, some things happen, and again, it sucks because there was a major thing before this, and then to have this come out is just a big betrayal to me. Obviously, I think it'd be a big betrayal to a lot of people to have someone who you work with, who you consider like, yeah, if we were outside of work, we might be friends. And for them to do that, it's just a big betrayal. Again, and the funny thing is, like, even before this, they were like, oh, it's weird that another person on a different shift is talking to the manager to give you stuff. That's weird. They should just talk to you in person. They're here at the same time for a brief moment. And then they go and do this. So it's a lot of hodgepodge of, like, are you fucking kidding me with that? Again, like, I love the company. I do a lot of good work for the company. I'm pretty sure I'm trusted to a certain degree by the company. I'm the only one who can use a certain amount of equipment on our shift. So again, I have no idea why the coworker thinks it was a good idea to do this. It just baffles my mind. Because again, like, even if you take everything away, their complaints basically... Sorry, I'm also talking about this. I'm sure people don't give a shit. But, like, I need to talk about this bullshit. It also took 2 days away, so it's 2 days of me being off camera and being very sad. So, like, I want to give context. But basically things came down to, I wasn't helping out a department that I recently left because other BS. But again, I have my own department and another big department that's kind of like no man's land that I took over. That deals with a lot of heavier stuff, which includes the one thing we needed major equipment for. And so it's like, yeah, of course I didn't go there and help. One, other people were there. Two, I was doing my own thing. Can't help if I have my own stuff to do. That's not how it works. I'm not going to drop my departments, go help the department that they're not even in, by the way. It's like another department where the manager has taken over for me. As I myself moved out because BS. Not getting into it. Love the company. Some of the things there, though, a lot of the things there are just, ugh. But it's a good company overall, I feel. So it's like, can't do much of there. And then the other complaint is, oh, we didn't help move, or with this very heavy product and whatnot. This job that needs to be done, no one helps with it. But it's like, again, I did do a bit of it. the one day. I think the one day that catalyzed it. Because I moved one thing out, but I had one of our equipment that was very, very slow and ineffective. Made the joke to them about it. Made a list of the other things we need that are similar that would take a lot of effort to do. Some of it I didn't really need to do. In hindsight, I probably could have done normally without the equipment, just by not taking a whole thing out. But like, yeah. Anyway, and again, it's like I've told them, I'm like, yeah, what happened here was that we have 3 equipment, one of which is basically dead. The other one's slow as all heck. Oops, sorry, I won't put that one. One of them's slow as all heck. And the other one is our best one that we have, or had. That's also now breaking as of today, which fucking sucks. And so, again, if I don't use those equipment, there is other lesser equipment I can use, but it's a lot more strenuous to use. The 3 are basically powered equipment, and the 1 is just manual. But yeah, so there's nothing I could have done there. I told him, I told the boss, manager, hey, this is what's going on. There's 2 equipment that was good were being used. I didn't have that, so I left it off the list. We could do it later. Everything also was not as dire. I say you could have left it for a day and we would not be in trouble. Nothing there was like, oh, if we don't change it, the whole world's gonna end. But again, the people, and the other thing is, the one person's very, very, aggressive against this one exact thing. And the other thing that sucked is they have 2 other people in the department. One is kind of nonchalant. They kind of keep themselves, so I'm not really fearful of anything coming out of that. But the other one, I know, they're also kind of gossipy and whatnot. So, one thing I was fearful of is it spreading outward from our department also to other departments, which it could have still spread to other departments. I don't know if they actually would or not. But yeah, so hopefully that went on. That's why for the past 2 days I was very saddened. I don't want to say depressed, because depressed is like elongated thing. I think I have had depression before. It sucks. But now I've never been diagnosed, so I mostly just call it intense sadness. So not to take away from people who actually have depression. And again, it's a mixture of the other thing went on, and that was bullshit. So I moved departments. And now this is coming up from, again, a person I could trust. I thought I could trust. Now I have 0 trust in them. So we'll see how that works. Because me and I have another coworker who are very close are also yeah, no, it's who got tied into it as well, I think. I think it was one of those things as to not just point at me. He pointed at a few other people. But it's again, I know it's directed at me. So, frick 'em. But yeah, so anyways, that's what went on. Just wanted to discuss it because I did have the intense sadness for the past 2 days. I'm still taking a break from doing my other stuff. I really want to work on my audio dramas. I plan to do a lot of writing to get a lot of stuff in the back burner. And then we're just going to hopefully mash it all out with recordings to do stuff. Because by June. By around June 14th, which is the anniversary of my channel, 2022, 4 years ago. No, 3 years. We're coming up on 4th. Yeah. I want to get that out because, like I said, I like the company, but there's a lot of screwy things in certain places there. And now having this as well, I've really gotten I need to go. I like the company. If I was there, if I couldn't get out, I don't care. It's not a bad place. I like it. It's just other sources being stupid that is why? But for a majority of what I do, I can just ignore the stupidness, continue what I'm doing, and have whatever it is I'm doing. But either way, sorry about that. That was a 15-minute rant, but to catch people up on what's going on and the bullshit I'm going through. More so that people know, okay, this is why it went bad, and people can keep track of that without me giving too much information on anything. It's stupid. It is so stupid. But again, how my mind works is certain things get in there, and then I need, like, it's happened a few times. I think even for the channel, I've disappeared for a bit sometimes. Where just something will happen, and I will just, like, shut down while my mind processes it, kind of, and whatnot. And so, like, it'll take a day or two of being intensely sad or angry or both, intense emotion, and then usually we'll get better unless something else happens. And like I said, going through it, thinking about it and whatnot, I don't think there's really much the person can do against me. And if anything, they've just made themselves looking like an asshole, which, like, I don't want, but, like, you can't just fly off the handle and, like, whatever. But anyways, sorry about that long intro. We're probably going to have a shorter day today. Because like I said, after 8 or whatever, we're going to be playing with Eric, Taylor, and Origami Owl. Not Origami Owl. Origami Owl is busy today, but Eric and Taylor of the North. But either way, let's get into it. Now you know my plight. I'll probably have a thing on the video on YouTube saying, hey, go to this time if you want to skip the drama. Just get into the game. But yeah, here we go. But yeah, either way, I'm doing a lot better now than I was before. And that's the main thing. I think upon going, reflecting, and whatnot, there's not much negative that can go on to me. Especially, like I said, since the one coworker, like, the one day, which is detriment to them, the one day they really made it seem like they wanted to do something, again, in the spires of, I want to help you get back at the people from the other thing that went on a week earlier. And you, like, put it up to me, and I'm like, I don't care. I'm out of the department now. If you want to do something about what's going on there, which isn't even that big of a thing, like, go for it. I'm out. And so I didn't take their bait, and so I think they were very pissed on that. Or maybe they thought they were helping, and I turned it down. But yeah, either way, I don't know. It's going to continue to be whatever it's going to be. And we're going to have a new person. Who dis? You're not Stitches. Jeremish. Good evening. Almost time for supper. My belly clock is almost on time. I always know when it's time to eat. I named my belly clock after myself. It's the Duramusa Quartz. Fascinating. Good to see you. We're not talking to anyone else today. Yeah. Yeah, but beyond that, nothing else to talk about daily. I mean, we might as well, if we have room, get the stuff from here first. Still waiting on the pirate stuff. There are 2 pirate gear to get, and I really want them for obvious reasons. I love pirates. Or I love the pirate theming. It is my favorite theming. Yellow. Oh, God. But yeah, so I'm also, like I said, taking a break from doing my own gaming to work on stuff. Because I would like to, as I said, get stuff going. Oh wait, did I say no about the yellow glasses? Yeah, forgot to change shirts. Skull shirt, we got it. Bone shirt. Nope. Excuse me. No, 3 shirt. We got all the shirts today, so that's fine. Leaf. Yeah. Because I've talked about it before. I feel like to be good on TikTok, YouTube, or whatnot, especially at the start, like I am. Oh, super sale. All products being half priced. Ooh. That's nice instead of a raffle. Oh my gosh, we actually just made it, huh? Did not realize that, but the luck is on my side. But one thing I've come to terms with for a while now, it's just been a beagle to get people together and whatnot to do stuff about it, is like, gaming as I do is all well and good. And I think gaming is a fine way to do it, but there are probably 1,000 other people out there. There are thousands of other streamers who are also, probably more than 1,000, who are also streaming. And unless you do something where it's like an amazing gimmick, like I know there's someone online, I've never actually watched them, who for every game they do, they have an outfit they wear, which is pretty incredible to do that for every game. Though I don't know, frick the trees. Though, again, I never looked into it. I don't know if they do a lot of games, or if it's only like a select 5 games that they have costumes for. Either that, or another good way of doing it is to be really animated, in both senses of the term. Because you'll see a lot of people who are very hyperactive, always on high adrenaline, emotions, etc., and whatnot. I've seen a few times of people who are like that, and they'll have one of they'll have an old, like, toy. I've seen a few times of it, where it's the alligator dentist toy or whatever it's called. Oh, I hesitated. Damn it, I hesitated. Where, like, if you press down a teeth, it'll chomp on you, and they'll put, tacks or other sharp items in its mouth, making it more fierce if it taps down. And they're like, oh, if you don't do anything, I'm gonna click this button. Yeah, the button's gonna be clicked. Oh my gosh. Here we go. We're gonna do it. There's another person I've seen who all it is them pressing a button to go up to like 1,000,000. And I've spent like a minute watching as they're at the 900 whatever mark, holding it there and like, oh, if no one does anything, we wonder said I'd hate it if someone put $100 in and it reset my progress down to 0. Oh my goodness, that would suck having to redo this whole thing. We're at the 1,000,000. All I gotta do is press the button and we're there. And we've won. We've done it. Oh, I'd hate it if someone were to press the button. That would just make everything worse. Oh my goodness. And that seems to be, unfortunately, a lot of what people will do. Hyper exaggerated, I'm in danger, or hey, if you do something, you're gonna stop me from doing it, on very mundane things. 'Cause it's easy. It's easy for me to be like, oh my goodness, we're almost here. We got all this stuff. Oh, if someone pays $100, that would suck because that would send me all the way back to the beginning of the game and I'd lose everything. But it's not like I'm playing, you know, it'd be one thing if you're playing like, Super Mario 64 or Banjo-Kazooie or another game where, like, if they do that, yeah, it will set you back, but it kind of matters more. Not to be a snarky snark. But you know what I mean, I'm sure. Because in there they actually have to do, the people playing have to do work, and that work that's actually work and not just something monotonous can just be easily derailed. And it sucks, because I look on those things sometimes, and they'll have like a couple thousand, hey, everything half off. And they'll have thousands or 100,000 viewers watching it go down. And, like, I don't know how many people are actually paying for it to continue. But it's just so lackluster. So by the numbers, kind of. But, like, not much needs to go into it. And so it makes me wonder how much money they actually get out of doing something like that. Not that I would ever actually want to do something like that. Because to have, like, however many hours a day of me doing that would be so... God, so draining. Oh, I'm going to press the button. I'm going to press the button. If this is the wrong button, then oh my gosh, the thing's going to chomp down on me. Oh no, if it chomps down on me, the razor-sharp teeth of tacks are going to drop down and bite my arm. Oh no, that would suck. For just hours on end. Because, like, at least with stuff, like, NPCs kind of falls into the same group, but at least I have a little more, like, good for you for that. Because with that, again, another hustle that I'm meh on. But there, it's one of those things where, like, you're an NPC, so people give you different things they pay for, stickers or whatever it is, I don't even know. And you do different reactions to it. But at least with there, you're committed to saying the same exact thing, the same exact way, whenever someone interacts with you with a certain thing. And so there's while it's still kind of lazy and whatnot, you have to at least work a lot more rather than it's a more hyper-focused exaggeration. Whereas the, oh, I'm going to press this button and it's going to chomp down on my arm, is more of a, like, they can say whatever they want, really, over and over again. And again, people watch it. It's bizarre. I kind of get it. Like, even I've tuned in and I've watched a bit of the, people doing things. For a little bit. Like I said, there was the one where the guy almost got up to 1 million. That was his goal. And then he's like, oh, if one more person does it, we're right there. We're right at the 1 million. If one more person, if they send $100, we have to restart this whole thing. Oh my gosh, we're right there. And I was watching for at least a minute or two, maybe a little longer. And I'm like, okay, I want to see what happens when they hit the 1 million, when they actually hit the 1 million, what they do. You know, didn't have high hopes they would because they were stalling. And I left before they did, because that's all it is they are going to stall out for however long until someone sends the $100. Maybe sometimes they do hit it, and they're like, ah, okay, good, the stream's done, bye. And then maybe they do leave, in fact, but I doubt it. We're missing one fossil. Again, that's been happening really regularly lately. But yeah, like I said, that's one way you could get big, but I don't care for that. That's such a lazy way of doing it. And it also just gets you like things like that will get you mostly kids watching, which I know they want because kids are more susceptible to, like, oh my gosh, I need to pay money, this guy's hilarious, I need to make him suffer. Another few things I've seen are the I'm trying to sleep, don't you dare send money to wake me up, I'll be very furious if you send money and wake me up. A lot of it's just, oh, don't do X, it'll cause me misery. And it works. People like misery. People like seeing people upset a lot of the times. But again, it's lazy, especially the one, because it's literally the one guy or girl, I think it was a girl doing it, just pretend sleeping. It might go off. I've never actually watched that one. Because it's like, yeah, I see the scam here. I see the scam in all of these. Where they're like, oh, press the button and this will happen. Oh, don't send money. Don't wake me up. Oh, I'll be so freaking furious if you send money. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to sleep here. It's not right if you send me money. And then if they do, they just do a very exaggerated, like, I'm upset. How could you do this to me? How could you pay money for a stream I'm going on that I told you not to do? Which, like, come on. Maybe some of them do something more clever, like, oh, this is our one friend, and they don't know about it, but we hid an X thing in their room. If you send money, it'll go off and it'll make them wake up. And it'll be hilarious because they're not in on the joke, but they are definitely in on the joke. I'm sure someone's done that. I just thought of that mindlessly while walking around my town, so I don't think it's a very highbrow or, like, out there thing to think someone else was like, hey, if we do X, we might get more money. I don't know where it is. Alright, let's sell the blathers and then get the music for tonight. But either way, like I said, the only ways to get really famous, I think nowadays, is like doing like that. And I don't know how long term that is. I feel like it's very much not something you can continue on for a while with a lot of people watching before they get bored. Especially if there is no... Especially if there is no payoff and they don't actually end the stream or whatnot. Or if they don't actually get hurt. Even if they do get hurt, like, how many times can you get bit by the crocodile with tacks until you're like, oh yeah, I can't do it anymore. I'm losing nerve damage. If they even get bitten. Because I'm sure a lot of these people don't. And then, yeah. Don't actually go through with it. Don't actually get bitten. And then they have all the money and whatnot. Of course, there's always the case they could, when they go for it, use a fake hand. Or maybe the tacks aren't actually sharp. I don't know. Or maybe they do go for it, and it's like, they get hit once a day or whatnot. But, you know, they mitigate it by whatever, for whatever. Yeah, but it's like doing stuff like that, or else doing something more interesting, like having a story-based thing or whatnot. Because while I think you can get famous with gaming, I think you have to be over-exaggerated, have a very, very unique appeal or thing you're going for, like speed running, randomizers, or VTubers. But even then, VTubers have to do a lot to keep people entertained. There's a lot more to VTubing than just wildly being excitable. And I've talked about it before. I talked about it quite a lot. Where it's like, I don't feel... Like, I feel like the best way to do YouTube or anything, and the reason why I'm doing gaming was a counterpart to me actually having my film stuff. So you could watch what I do in the audio dramas, and then you would come over, and then you go to Pink Fuzzy's channel, and you'd see me as I really am. As authentic as possible without, doxing myself. Soulful. KK. Mellow, I can dig that. You're all set, cop a seat. So yeah, gaming, well, I got a lot of eyes on me and people seem to like, oh, you're pretty chill. Not a lot more from that yet. But I'll let us all listen to the music and enjoy. Wonderful, wonderful song once again, KK. Thanks for listening. My pleasure. It was a very soulful thing. Can't see me around. Oh, sorry about that. God, that may just not have to have downloaded. Okay, let's go buy some things. And then we'll switch over to Vinny and then call it. It's also snowing. So that means tomorrow we're going to be able to get gyroids. So that's exciting. Very exciting. Yeah. Everything half off. Nice. Let's hope everything you're selling today is something I need. Otherwise, this is going to be a waste. Confirm all that. We have a deal. Ooh, quite a lot of money. And let's start here. Forest paper. I think we have forest paper. I think this is the second day in a row it's appeared here. Indeed it is. Lined paper. Got it. I think we have Egyptian. Yep. Guess so. Fire. Oh, we have firework. We have this 100%, I think. Yeah. So far, a lot of this stuff looks like it's gonna be stuff I already have. Oh my gosh, it might be everything I already have. Did Tom look through the catalog? And go, oh yeah, we're gonna have our sale day. Let's get everything they've already bought so they don't buy anymore. Haha, then we can charge it for more later. Bonfire. Nope, got it. So I think today is going to be kind of a bust in the purchase department. Which sucks. Oh, this might be new. Conga drum? One thing. One thing new. Blue Bureau. Yep, got it. And that's a cooler, I'm pretty sure I have. Already have. Nothing, I want nothing from you. Citrus, we have it. Citrus wall, have it. I think we have this one. Oh no. Only 13 more wallpapers to go. But yeah. So like I said, I am very happy that they got rid of the raffle in this game. They've gotten rid of a lot of the random chance stuff, which is nice. Because again, if you're playing this like just whatever, you don't care about completion and whatnot, and you're solely just in it for making your house and buying stuff as they come up, then like the game's fine. If you dedicate years straight to it, you will eventually get everything. You might have to focus more on certain things than others, but like it's not that tough. But if you're playing this like I am, where it's like I have a year to go through, any RNG things make the game so much harder. Because again, and with this game, it sucks even more because it's not, or in the other game, the Animal Crossing for GameCube, it sucks even more. Because it's not only, oh, I need to wait in order to get, sorry, what was that? Plush. I'll pass. Well, that's it for that. Let's sell back, become Vinny, get another tape, and go from there. Because, like, with the other one, two things. We got 2 things today with the sale. Love it. Great. Fantastic. We're still missing hundreds of things, but okay. Because, yeah, with the first Animal Crossing, like, it wasn't a matter... Even here, it has it with red. Where it's not only do you have to hope red appears, but you have to hope that red appears and has something only he sells for you to get. Because, I mean, you could get stuff from, if he's selling stuff that's in Tom Nook's shop, which he had something, but I said no to it, simply because, oh, I didn't change my outfit all day, huh? Gotta get better at that. Oh, what was I saying? You gotta hope it's there, and whatnot. Simply because if it's not, then you're gonna have to wait a while longer. And he has quite a lot of stuff in his shops. So, like, another bypass that can be made in this game, at least, is that you can, like... There is a fake online service here, apparently. There is Wi-Fi, and you can enable an online service back into this game. So, like, if I wanted to, and I might later, I might have to ask some friends. What I can do is, like, put it on, and then I can be like, hey, friends of mine who play this game, I'm looking for XYZ things. Can you help me out with that? And so it'll be a lot easier. Cube. Uh-oh. You didn't even know Cube. What was I saying before Cube distracted me? Yeah, so I can be like, hey, friends on the internet, can you bring this stuff, or I'll go to your island and get it, just to pick up and put back down in order to have it for my catalog. A lot easier in this game, because I don't have to depend on other files of my own that I did for the first one in order to hopefully find more things, which has helped quite a lot. Hey, for a song, you know it. Cool. You want to hear something straight, or do you have a request? Oh, yeah. I got a request for you. How do we... Oh, there we go. Scene. Senor KK. Is there a lowercase n? There is. Let's hope this is correct. Well, I can dig it. All set. Take a seat. Yeah. But either way, we'll get this done. I'll get the music track. Groove to Senior KK. Then we'll call it. But listen to this. Hey, thanks for listening. Hooked you up with a boot of Senior KK. You know, a bootleg. Alright. So now let's drop this out at the house. And then my character, Pink Fuzzy, can take it. At some point, I'll have to actually put more characters in the game, so because it'll be so much faster to have 4 people going than 3. One day I'll get my... There's a lot of stuff I need to do where I just need to, like, actually work on it and not just do the bare minimum I usually do and then go, okay, I'm done for the day. What am I doing in the game? But, like I said, that'll be it. Ending here. Yeah, so things are a little bit better now. Again, I don't think they're going to get any worse. I think it's going to be quenched quite quickly. Especially considering what the stupid things are. But either way, thank you my puzzlers for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Take care.